Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're here today with another challenge video. Um, so I'll tell you about that in just a few minutes, so let's get to the craft desk and get started. Alright, here we go with our DIY. Okay, here we go. I got this shelf from the thrift store. They originally had quite higher price on it, and I asked them would they take $1 because it was missing the hook to hang it. Now I'm going to take this shelf, it's a nice wooden shelf, and this horse, and I am going to draw around each of his hoofs. Next thing I'm going to do is I've got these little house blocks, and I'm going to just use them to raise up my piece of wood so that I can drill some holes in it. And I'm going to make a little platform for this horse to stand on. I know, look at the horse. Why am I putting a Barbie doll horse on a piece of wood? Well, I had this idea and I wanted to try it, so I'm doing it here with y'all on YouTube today. This is a Barbie doll horse that I got from the thrift store. I've got two huge horses that are like American Girl doll size that I want to do something with, but I haven't decided what I'm doing. And I was tossing up between this project and doing one with concrete. Now, what you see me doing here is making making little holes inside of where I want to drill my holes for my horse. And I got out those little short screws. Now, in order to take out this bit, you turn that chuck backwards from the way the other part is, if that makes sense. And then if you want to drill a hole for your screws, you need to make sure your screw is the same size or smaller than what you need. And then you take and run that chuck out, that's that black piece I'm spinning right there, and you're going to tighten it up. Now you put one hand and the other one, you're going to adjust that and make it tight so that you don't lose your drill bit. Okay, and then I'm going to set out my 4 blocks. This is really important because you either want to have a piece of wood under it or you want to have blocks like I have here to lift it up so that when you go through, you don't drill a hole in your desk or table. And I'm going to drill some holes in each one of the places that I marked for the feet. Now, after I get done with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill my screws into my board where they're just peeking through the other side so I can mark the horse's hoofs so that I know where to drill in the horse's feet. So I'm going to press it down on there and then I'm going to pull it off, and I'm looking to see if I got a mark on each one of the feet, and I do. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to set my piece of wood to the side after I back out all these screws just a little bit, because next thing I'm going to do is I wasn't sure if I was going to keep the horse's hair on there or create my own. So I'm going to tape it up where it's out of my way and it's not going to get anything on it. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to drill, using the same size drill bit, drill holes in the feet of the hoofs of this horse so that I can attach it to the board when I'm completely finished creating him. And then the next thing I did is I took some sheets of this paper that you can get it in the paint department at Home Depot, and I'm going to take and wad it up, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some faux leather. And once you wad it up, then you want to take your paints and just start going over them. This is black chalk paint that was left on this little dauber thing. And then I'm going to go over it with some antiquing wax, and I'm also going to use some barn red. And I'm just going to continue to rub all these colors in until it looks like this. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start ripping it up into little bitty sections and keeping the parts with the paint. Then the next thing I do, I start laying my Mod Podge down, and I'm going to go and put my piece down and overlap it when I put my next piece on, and Mod Podge down underneath it and over the top of it. Now I'm going to cover the whole horse in this except for his hoofs or her hoofs, and here's different stages of it, what it looks like. And I'm just going to keep working my way around, and the smaller the pieces, the easier it is to get it to conform to the horse. Now what I'm making is a faux leather horse. This project didn't turn out exactly like I wanted it to, but it came pretty close, and I'm happy with it. This is my trial run, and so let's see what it looks like at the end. We're going to keep doing this. All right, let's talk about this challenge. Today is the Power Up Challenge playlist. It's hosted by Cancera DIY It and Broke Girl Aesthetics. You guys go check out these ladies' channels. They're doing some awesome crafts and you don't want to miss them. There's also a playlist in the description box below, and go check out those ladies and gentlemen as well, because they are doing some awesome crafts and you don't want to miss those either. So today's playlist, we are challenged to use power tools, and my power tool of today was the drill. So you guys keep watching because there's more to come, and let's go. Okay, then I decided that I didn't want the tail or the mane on there, so I'm cutting it completely off, and I'm going to recreate his mane and his tail with some air dry clay. So what I'm doing is I'm clipping all the pieces out, and you want to make sure that you have all the hair off of it. And then I'm going to take my tools and I put some air dry clay on it, and I'm taking the tool and I'm making his mane by just carving into each of the sections to make this look super awesome. Then once I finish the mane, then I'm going to do the tail and just shape it, like take my tool and create the shape of the tail and add those pieces in there that need to be added to make it look like hair. Once I'm done with that, then I take and put on a coat of Mod Podge over the top of this, and then I'm going to come back after this is dry and paint it black with black chalk paint, and then we will see the rest of this at the final reveal. Well, not quite yet. I forgot. We got to add it to the base, right? Well, I need to take my base and cover it with this antiquing wax. Now, once everything is dry and ready to go, I'm going to take and I'm just giving my horse one good check, and then we're going to lay it down, and we are going to take our drill, and we are going to put the bit back on it that screws things in, and we are going to attach this. Now what I keep checking for is to see if I've come through, because once you come through the board just a little bit, you can then place the hoof on there and it will be easier to drill into the hoof. Now I'm making sure the other 2 feet are lined up, and I'm going to put something under it to support it while I'm drilling those 2 on. We will see this at the final reveal now. Now at this time, we'd like to thank our subscribers. We love you bunches, and we really appreciate you subscribing to our channel. Here's the final reveal. All right, y'all, we're back from the craft test, and these turn out so cute. Now, if you like our content, subscribe, and that way you don't miss another episode of the Crafty Art Shack, because we're always doing something fun, always trying something new, and always doing crazy things. So you guys subscribe if you're not subscribed. It's free. And we'll see you in the next episode of the Crafty Art Shack. We'll see you later. Bye.
These turn out just adorable. Those little dupes, I think something I sure do. Alright, y'all, we're back from the craft desk, and look at these. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous for a little tier tray sitter? And I love that rooster, and I love the chicken as well, and I'm sure that my daughter is going to love them too. So, you guys, if you like this content, subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you bunches. We love you bunches. And if you like this content, subscribe. Yeah, I said that already. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I messed up. Alright, y'all, we're back from the craft desk, and didn't these turn out absolutely gorgeous? I love this one, I love the rooster, and I love the little chicken, and I'm, why did I do that? Alright, y'all, give us that big thumbs up, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next episode. See you later, bye!